Protesters in Nacogdoches set up at the courthouse in support of the rallies happening across the country. Dozens of protesters held up signs containing phrases and statements against President Donald Trump, immigration policies, and immigration enforcement operations. There were a few counter-protesters as well. One had to be escorted away from the majority of the protesters by the Nacogdoches County Sheriff. We're told no arrests were made.